I do not buy pre-seasoned tomato products at the store anymore. I don't buy pasta sauce. I don't buy pizza sauce. I don't buy anything other than plain tomato sauce, tomato base, and I make all my own products at home. I'm going to teach you how to do that too today. Hi, I'm Brandy. Welcome back to my kitchen here at Brown Acre Farm. And today I'm going to talk about how I totally eliminated buying pre-seasoned tomato products at the store. Now, this is all I buy. Tomato sauce, usually I get this from Costco. This is the Kirkland brand organic tomato sauce. You can get a big package. It's a box of, I think it's like 12 of these come in a box, super reasonable, and it's just one simple ingredient. Ingredients: organic tomato puree, sea salt, citric acid, which helps to preserve it in the can, and then it says organic spice, but this is a lot better than what you usually get in the pasta sauce or pizza sauce or any pre-seasoned sauce at the store. I also do a lot of our own canning, so this past year we canned our own tomato sauce. So this is just fresh tomatoes that were cooked, pureed, and made into a tomato sauce and then canned. So there is absolutely nothing in this but tomato goodness, which is the perfect healthy base to any tomato recipe. All right, so how did I figure this out? What was my process to getting to the point that I'm at now? First, you just need to establish a well-stocked pantry. Make sure you always have tomato sauce on hand, because then if you have the tomato sauce on hand, you can make spaghetti sauce at the drop of a hat. You can make pizza sauce at the drop of a hat. You can make a quick baked ziti or chili or anything that uses basic tomato sauce and has a tomato base. You're starting with this. So head to Costco or just head to your local grocery store when maybe these are on sale, stock up, have your pantry ready to go. They usually last for a really long time. Canned goods have really long expiration periods, so this is going to be good on your pantry shelf for a while. Next, your seasonings. This is how you take basic tomato sauce and make it something delicious. So I like to use fresh ingredients where possible. So I would like to use fresh garlic instead of this powdered garlic, but also this is easier. This is going to last on my pantry shelf longer, and it still tastes great. So I do keep a pretty good stock of these powdered seasonings on hand. I have my onion powder here, the garlic powder. I use just salt and pepper a lot. I have more on my spice cabinet back here, more of the specialized spices, but these are the ones I use the most. Garlic and onion powder, salt and pepper, you cannot go wrong with those. So by keeping these on the pantry shelf, you can whip together a quick, delicious pasta sauce so easily. And then if you have the fresh ingredients on hand, go ahead and use them. It's only going to make it taste better. But I promise you that using these plus this or plus this, still going to be a delicious, delicious tomato sauce for whatever you want to use it in, whatever recipe you're looking to do. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Why not just buy this at the store? Pasta sauce is not that expensive, right? Well, correct. Pasta sauce, especially if you're getting maybe a generic brand or something like that, or finding it on sale, it's not that expensive. But you can't control the ingredients exactly. You don't know exactly what is in that, and usually there's a really exhaustive list of ingredients in store-bought pasta sauce. Personally, for me, I like to try and control the ingredients in our food and cook as close to from scratch as I possibly can. Also, a lot of times I find by doing it this way, it's cheaper. So let me break that down a little bit. I have my tablet here. All right, so let's start with just Great Value brand at Walmart. That's my local, cheaper grocery store. So a 24-ounce can of traditional pasta sauce, Great Value brand, is $1.48. So it's not that expensive, right? But then I head over to the ingredients. Tomato puree, diced tomatoes, sugar, vegetable oil, and it specifies that it's either cottonseed or canola or soybean oil, so you don't even know exactly which oil it is. And then it has a variety of spices: salt, garlic, onion powder, citric acid, parsley, etc. So the ingredients are not my personal preference. I try to avoid added sugars where I can. I try really hard to avoid any seed oils like vegetable oil, this canola, soybean, cottonseed oil, any of that. I really try to keep those out of my kitchen and out of my food. So for me, this is not something that I would buy. Now, there are healthier pasta sauce options at the store. So let's switch over to the Rao's homemade marinara or pasta sauce. I see this all over the place. People absolutely love it. I personally have not tried it because I do this, but I think it has a really good reputation, and generally I hear that it has good ingredients. So let's take a peek at their ingredient list. And first, for context, a 24-ounce jar of this pasta sauce is $6.88. So their ingredient list, loading. So it says Italian tomatoes, pure olive oil, fresh onions, salt, fresh garlic, fresh basil, black pepper, oregano. So I like this ingredient list a lot better than the one I was just talking about before. No seed oils, no added sugar, anything like that. So if I were to go to the store and buy pasta sauce, this is the type of pasta sauce I would want. But I am not interested in paying $6.88 for a single jar of pasta sauce that's going to do one meal in my house. So let's move over to my method. Great value tomato sauce. It's 88 cents for a 15-ounce jar. So it's a smaller amount, but a fair price in my opinion. Ingredients: tomato puree, and then less than 2% of sea salt, citric acid, onion powder, garlic powder, dehydrated bell pepper, spice, and natural flavors. So this isn't perfect. I still prefer my organic tomato sauce from Costco, but if this is what you have access to, it's still going to work in the same function. So what is in this, or what's not in this that was in the Great Value pasta sauce? Sugar, seed oils. Those are two things I try to avoid. So by getting this sauce, just the basic tomato sauce, I'm avoiding the sugar and the seed oil. And then all I do is go to my pantry, hit up some of these spices that I already have on hand to season this, make it taste delicious. Maybe use a fresh onion or some fresh herbs if that's what I have on hand. And in just a few minutes, just a couple ingredients and a way smaller investment, 88 cents compared to $6.88, I'm gonna have delicious pasta sauce. Maybe I used 2 of these to get it, since it was 24 ounces versus the 15 ounces. So maybe you're using 2 of these. You're still in a way cheaper investment overall and a more high quality meal with, in my opinion, better, healthier ingredients. So that's how it works out. That is how I believe it saves me money. So then if you're looking at the home canned tomato sauce, this is the best that I can do. I know exactly what's in this. These were canned fresh. They were done by hand in this kitchen right here at this island is where I chopped a million of these tomatoes. Is what it felt like. It took forever, but it was well worth it. So when I'm using this, I'm using the best possible tomato ingredients, and then I'm just adding on some spices. And I think that is giving me the healthiest, most nutritious product to ingest as a part of my diet. And it's also going to taste great, and it didn't cost me an arm and a leg. This is how from scratch healthy cooking can be done on a budget. You don't have to go out and buy, this fancy brand I talked about, even though I think it sounds amazing and people seem to love it, and I do think they have great ingredients, and good for them. But that's just not in my budget, personally, to spend almost $7 on a single can of pasta sauce for a single meal. So I'm going to continue doing my method because I think it works great, saves me money, better ingredients. It's simple to do, and it also helps you grow the skill of cooking from scratch. So we've talked about it. I've showed you what I do. Let's go actually make some sauce. So I'm going to make pizza sauce. That's what we're having for dinner tonight. I'm going to make a homemade pizza, everything from scratch, except for the pepperonis. I buy those, but everything else is from scratch. And I'll just show you how I put this into practice and just how simple it is to make these from scratch. So let's head over to the stove. Seasoning your own sauce is so easy. Here I am working on my pizza sauce we're having for dinner tonight. So I'm just going to start adding my seasonings to just plain tomato sauce, and then I'm making exactly what I want, the flavor that I know we love, and also I'm doing it with my own ingredients. So I know exactly what is in this, no hidden products, no hidden chemicals, no hidden sugars, anything like that. So first, I like some garlic powder, season with your heart, onion powder, dried Italian spices, black pepper, salt. Just gonna stir all that around. It's simmering over a medium-low heat. Just want to make all these flavors mesh together, marry together. I wish you could smell this through the camera. It's just a simple sauce, but it's going to taste good, and I know exactly what went into this, and that's what I want in my food. All right, so there you go. Tomato sauce from scratch to make any of the flavors that you want, any of the products that you want for those great, usually Italian, tomato-based products. Super easy. It's going to save you time. It's going to save you money. It's going to be good for your health because I think it's better ingredients and you're not getting as many of those processed things or not knowing exactly what they're putting in your food from the stuff that you get at the grocery store ready-made. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for stopping back by the farm and my farmhouse kitchen. If you like what we do here, it's a lot of small farm cultivation, cooking from scratch living, and homesteading part-time because my husband and I still work full-time and do all of this alongside that. So if you like that, subscribe, follow along, see what we're doing. We have lots of exciting things coming this summer, and have a great rest of your day. Happy cooking. I'm gonna go enjoy some pizza.